What's up, guys? How are you? And welcome back to another episode of the Nose Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Chris, aka The Nose. We've got another NASCAR episode for you today. The NASCAR Cup Series heads to one of its most historic short tracks this weekend as Richmond Raceway hosts the Cookout 400. The race marks the 24th event of the 36 race NASCAR Cup Series season, with drivers battling for 400 laps around the iconic 3/4 of a mile D-shaped asphalt over under the lights. With only a handful of races remaining before the playoffs, every point matters. The playoff bubble is getting tighter, making this one of the biggest races of the regular season. Practicing qualifying on Friday will set the stage before Saturday night's showdown. That's right. Make sure you get your lineups in and your bets in Saturday because the race is happening not on Sunday. It's a Saturday night race. A total of 37 drivers are entered this weekend. A couple of storylines to keep an eye on is, Austin Hill continues to pilot the number 33 Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing, and the 66 car of Josh Bilicki drives for Garage 66 as the lone open entry. Drivers to watch, you have to look out for the number 54, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs has turned into one of the hottest drivers in the Cup Series. His Iowa victory wasn't just another win. It proved this team can execute under pressure. Richmond rewards patience and tire management, two strengths that Ty Gibbs has shown all season. If he continues this level of performance, don't be surprised if he's celebrated in victory lane once again Saturday night. Another driver to look at is the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney continues to be one of the hottest drivers in NASCAR. He has been one of the most consistent performers at Richmond in the next gen era, and he'll roll off from the pole Saturday night. Team Penske continues to bring elite short track speed, making Ryan Blaney one of the favorites to contend for the win. Another driver to look at here is Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick has quietly become one of the best value picks entering Richmond, even though I think it was practice. He wrecked his car. Qualifying wasn't really well for him, but several analysts love him in head-to-head matchups, and if strategy falls his way, don't be surprised to see him battling for the victory late in the race. Some of the outright winners here. Denny Hamlin enters Richmond as the betting favorite. It's easy to understand why. This is his hometown track. He's won here 5 times and owns one of the best average finishes among active drivers. Christopher Bell sits around plus 550. Christopher Bell has been knocking on the door all season. He has 7 runner-up finishes. It proves that this team has race-winning speed. They just haven't closed the deal yet. Richmond could be the place where Christopher Bell finally breaks through, or maybe it'll be number 8 for a runner-up finish. And then another driver to look at is the 22 car. Joey Logano is sitting around plus 750 to win this race. He's a 2-time Richmond winner and reminded everyone just how dominant he can be by putting on a clinic over at North Wilkesboro earlier this year. And last week, he ran pretty good at Iowa Speedway. Austin Dillon is sitting around plus 1,500. The sports books continue to undervalue him here. He's won the last 2 races at Richmond, and if anyone knows how to get around this place, it's the driver of the number 3 Chevrolet. So let's take a look at my lineup. I will start with that 3 car of Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon understands how to save his tires and attack the bottom groove at Richmond better than almost anyone. Even if he doesn't win, he's one of the safest plays for a strong finish and plenty of fantasy points this weekend. My second driver will be the 54 car of Ty Gibbs. How do you leave him out of your lineup? He just dominated Iowa, and he has become one of the premier short track drivers in the series. The number 54 team has been nearly flawless on tracks like Richmond, making him a must start in any lineup. My next driver will be the 1 car of Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain finally looked like the aggressive driver that we've been waiting to see this season. The number 1 team found speed at Iowa, and if they carry that momentum into Richmond, another top 5 run is well within reach. My next driver will be the 21 car of Josh Berry. After a slow start to the season, Josh Berry has really found his rhythm. He finished 4th last weekend at Iowa and continues to prove why he's one of the best short track racers in the Cup Series. Richmond has also been kind to him with 4 straight finishes of 14th or better. My next driver will be the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Blaney checks every box this weekend. He unloaded with speed, earned the pole, and Team Penske has always brought fast short track cars to this track in all seasons. Starting up front gives him an excellent opportunity to control the race early, collect stage points, and compete for another victory. My garage driver here will be the 22 car of Joey Logano. Joey Logano, he's been pretty good on short tracks this year. He ran pretty well at Iowa, North Wilkesboro. We've seen what he did there. Phoenix, he might move up into my lineup before the end of before stage 3 will start. And if keep an eye on my comments, because as I'm driving up to Richmond, I'm gonna do some more or listen to some more podcasts and stuff. And if there's research out there that says that I could, maybe use Ryan Preece, who's also really good at short tracks, then I can move him into my lineups. And if I change anything in my lineups, I will put a comment on this video. So please, please, please make sure you watch that. So let's move over to the matchups. The first matchup, we have Ty Gibbs versus Christopher Bell. My pick here will be the 20 car of Christopher Bell. While Ty Gibbs is a must-start driver this weekend, Christopher Bell gets the slight edge here. He ranks among the best short-track racers in the field with top 10 finishes in 13 of the last 19 short-track races. Adding 7 runner-up finishes this season. He has, and then you add in 6 runner-up finishes over the last 11 races this season, and it feels like Christopher Bell is on the verge of another huge performance. The next matchup is Denny Hamlin versus Kyle Larson. My pick here will be Denny Hamlin. Kyle Larson has multiple Richmond victories, but Denny Hamlin has been the more reliable driver lately. He's nearly automatic for a top 5 finish on non-drafting tracks and leads all active drivers at Richmond in top 5s, top 10s, and laps led. The next matchup is Austin Dillon versus Chris Buescher. My pick here will be the 3 car of Austin Dillon. Though Buescher has won at Richmond before, this is Dillon's best racetrack. His comfort running the bottom groove has helped him master this place, making him the safer pick in this matchup. And the last matchup will be Joey Logano versus Ross Chastain. My pick here will be Joey Logano. Ross Chastain has momentum, but Logano's Richmond resume is simply too strong to ignore. Team Penske continues to excel on short tracks, and Joey Logano, he delivers at this venue for years. My 36 for 36 this week will be the 3 car of Austin Dillon. As you can tell, I am all over this 3 car this weekend. Last year, I made the mistake of taking Austin Dillon out of my lineup after qualifying. I'm not making that mistake again. Austin Dillon runs a unique line around the apron that very few drivers can duplicate, and it's been the key to his recent dominance performance at Richmond Raceway. A 3rd straight Richmond victory would put him alongside Richard Petty, David Pearson, and Bobby Allison as the only drivers to win 3 consecutive Cup races at this track. I thought Kyle Busch has won 3 straight here before. I know he's won 2 straight, but I'm going to have to go back and research this. But I think Kyle Busch has won 3 straight here as well. And how cool would it be that if Austin Dillon pulls off the 3-peat here, that was Kyle Busch's teammate at RCR. And so that would be really cool if he did that and did it in his honor. But I've been saving this pick all season, and this is the perfect week to cash in on it for your 36 for 36. For the best bets, I got a lot of top 10s, and all of these odds came out on DraftKings. So shop around other books. You might get a better deal. But I'm going to start out with Bubba Wallace, a top 10 at minus 140. Austin Dillon, a top 10 at minus 150. Josh Berry, a top 10 at plus 130. Todd Gilliland, a top 10 at plus 1600. Ty Gibbs, a top 10. It's juicy, but minus 190. Ryan Preece, a top 10, plus 175. I got Toyota to win the race at minus 105. And I did Austin Dillon outright winner at plus 1500. That's going to do it for the best bets. So that's going to do it for today's episode of the Nose Sports Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a review. And share it with your fellow NASCAR fans. Whether you've been with me since episode 1 or you're just finding the show today, thank you for the support. Every listen, every comment, every subscription, and every share, it all helps this podcast continue to grow. And I truly appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to tune in each and every single week. As always, thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the Nose Sports Podcast. Enjoy the race, and I'll catch y'all next week. God bless.